look like crust.
Hi there. Good evening. I have E. Carson with me, and we are going to be talking about a couple healing things. He is a local healer here at the Propagation of Creation. And first, we would like to talk about the 51%. E, will you tell us about the 51%?
Yeah, 51%. It is.
Okay, pause. Hey there. Good evening. I have E. Carson here with me this evening. We are coming at you from the Propagation of Creation in Maryville, Tennessee. He is one of our healers here, and we're going to start out by talking about the 51%, which we have found as healers is one of the most important things for us to follow.
Yeah.
Tell us about the 51%.
So the 51%, it speaks to we must maintain 51% healed versus healing in order to put our hands or our healing energy on anyone else. If we are beneath that 51% mark and you try to heal anyone, all you're doing is projecting your own stuff onto them. It's to the point where we hold ourselves and our community accountable within that, and we've left open lines of communication to communicate that, and it's day to day, hour to hour. If I wake up one morning and I have a client, if I wake up sad, I will push that back, because it is hour to hour, and once I've worked through my things and I feel like I'm at that 51 or above mark, then it's okay and ethical to put hands on someone to heal them.
Awesome. Yep. We follow it super strictly. So next, we're going to talk about one thing that E specializes here at the Propagation, and it is cord cutting. So E, what is cord cutting?
So with whomever, whatever we have interactions with, we have relations with, we have relationships with, we connect energetic cords to them. So in the cord cuttings, we use a physical representation of those cords, and we cut them, and it is one of the most transmutative and beautiful things I've ever seen.
All right. Yeah, it is. I've seen someone look different after a cord cutting.
Yeah, everyone looks completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Like after they have released that cord.
So what does someone use, like, typically cut cords from?
We cut cords from trauma, from past versions of ourselves, from people that no longer serve us. Anything that is no longer serving us, we cut cords from. And just because we're cutting a cord from someone doesn't mean that we're cutting them out of our lives in any way. Just means that the energetic exchange that was held between the two can no longer consist or persist in the way that it was. So it gives you the chance to reconnect energetically to a person, place, or thing in under your terms.
Awesome. Yep, we see all sorts of people, everything under the sun. So E, can you give us don't have to give names, but give us an example of a profound cord cutting?
Yeah. So, there was a client, through the process, the whole cord cutting process is beautiful. There's this client that had a lot of trauma, lots of trauma and abuse from parental figures, and through the cord cutting process, I have them wrap the cord weave them through their hands. If it's a man, their right hand, the divine masculine, the left, divine feminine. And with each wind of the hand, I have them express a situation or something that they want to rid themselves of, that is no longer serving. And then with each one of those winds, they have to express gratitude, because in order to remove space, it's got to be full spectrum. So it has to be something you want gone, and then you have to express the gratitude for it. And it was a lot. They like more turns and wraps and weaves than I've ever seen before. But so because when we are clearing space, we have to fill space, and so I have them sit with the cord, and I energetically help pull all the tension from that. And as soon as you start pulling tension, like, the other party from that feels it. Like, literally, this person got a message on their phone from the person that they were detaching from. And so because we're clearing space, we have to fill space. So then with the unravel of each one of those turns, I have them bring in a manifestation, a wish, something that they want for themselves, that they're not going to be tied to that space anymore. They're not connected with that cord. And when everything was said and done and that cord was cut, I literally handed them a mirror, and because they physically changed, like, they became the most beautiful version of themselves that I've ever seen, that they've ever seen. It is such a beautiful process to watch and to facilitate.
Awesome.
Lovely.
Yeah, no, I've seen it happen in person. Thank you, E, so very much for joining us and letting us know a little bit more about cord cutting. If anyone has any questions, they can find us on Facebook, The Propagation of Creation, or you can email him at thepropagationofcreation@gmail.com. Thank you so very much, E.
Thank you.